Welcome to our channel. Today we're tackling a topic that makes some folks blush, but let me tell you, it's something we need to talk about: sex in your golden years. Now, I know there's a lot of misinformation floating around out there, a lot of myths and misconceptions that can make this stage of life more difficult than it needs to be. We're gonna set the record straight and get real about what's going on. Stay tuned to learn the truth. So, myth number one is this idea that once you hit a certain age, boom, your interest in sex just vanishes. Let me tell you something. That couldn't be further from the truth for a whole lot of people. The notion that aging equates to a loss of desire is not only misleading but also dismissive of the rich emotional lives that older adults lead. Many older adults continue to have a vibrant interest in intimacy and connection. It's not just about the physical act of sex, it's about the emotional and psychological bonds that come with it. For many, the desire for intimacy doesn't just disappear with age. It evolves, it changes maybe, but it's still there. This isn't about what you should be feeling, it's about what you are feeling. And for many, that desire for intimacy, for connection, it doesn't just disappear. It might take on new forms, but the essence remains. The need for closeness, for being understood and appreciated, is a fundamental human experience that doesn't have an expiration date. And for many, that desire for intimacy, for connection, it doesn't just disappear, it evolves, it changes maybe, but it's still there. The way we express and experience intimacy might shift, but the underlying need for connection remains strong. It evolves, it changes maybe, but it's still there. Don't let anyone tell you that your feelings aren't valid just because you've got a few more candles on your birthday cake. The societal narrative often overlooks the depth of emotional and intimate connections that older adults can and do experience. Don't let anyone tell you that your feelings aren't valid just because you've got a few more candles on your birthday cake. The truth is, intimacy and connection are ageless. They are as relevant and meaningful at 70, 80, or 90 as they are at 20 or 30. The key is to embrace these feelings, to understand that they are a natural and beautiful part of the human experience, regardless of age. So let's dispel this myth once and for all and celebrate the enduring power of intimacy and connection in our lives. Now this next one really gets under my skin. The idea that sex is only for the young, like somehow once you hit a certain age, you gotta turn in your membership card to the intimacy club. Give me a break. Pleasure, connection, intimacy, those are basic human needs, folks, not just privileges for the young. We're talking about grown adults here, perfectly capable of making their own choices about their bodies and their relationships. Don't let anyone tell you that you're too old for something that brings you joy and connection. Chapter 3. Myth number 3, the body barrier. Okay, this next myth is a big one. The idea that physical changes make sex impossible. It's a common misconception that as we age, our bodies become barriers to intimacy. Many people believe that the natural aging process means the end of a fulfilling sex life, but that's far from the truth. Look, nobody's denying that our bodies change as we age. Wrinkles appear, muscles lose some of their strength, and our energy levels might not be what they used to be. These changes are a natural part of life and they happen to everyone, but these physical changes don't have to spell the end of intimacy. Things shift, they sag, they don't always cooperate the way they used to. You might find that certain positions are no longer comfortable, or that you need more time to become aroused. These are normal adjustments that come with aging. But here's the important part: these changes don't mean you have to give up on intimacy. But here's the thing, that doesn't mean the intimacy has to stop. In fact, many couples find that their intimate lives improve as they age. With fewer distractions and more time to focus on each other, older couples often discover new depths of emotional and physical connection. It's all about adapting and finding what works for you. We adapt, we adjust, we find new ways to connect, both physically and emotionally. This might mean trying new activities together, finding new hobbies that you both enjoy, or simply spending more quality time together. The key is to stay open to change and to communicate with your partner about your needs and desires. Communication is key here, folks. Talk to your partner about what you're experiencing and how you're feeling. Be honest about your needs and listen to theirs. Sometimes it might be helpful to speak with a counselor or therapist who specializes in sexual health for older adults. They can provide valuable insights and strategies for maintaining intimacy. Talk to your partner, explore new things together, and don't be afraid to get a little creative. Whether it's trying a new activity, taking a class together, or simply finding new ways to touch and connect, the possibilities are endless. The goal is to keep the spark alive and to continue growing together. Intimacy is about so much more than just the physical. It's about emotional connection, trust, and mutual respect. As we age, these aspects of intimacy become even more important. So don't let the myth of the body barrier hold you back. Embrace the changes, communicate openly, and continue to find joy and connection with your partner. Chapter 4. Myth number 4. The sex silence. Now this next myth is just plain ridiculous, the idea that older adults shouldn't talk about sex, like it's some taboo topic, something to be ashamed of. Listen, communication is crucial at any age, but especially when it comes to intimacy. How are you supposed to navigate these changes, these feelings, if you're not even willing to talk about them? Talk to your partner, talk to your doctor, talk to a therapist if you need to. There's no shame in seeking guidance and support. Chapter 5. Myth number 5. The long-term love myth. This last myth is one I hear a lot. The idea that sex isn't important in a long-term relationship. Many people believe that as the years go by, the physical aspect of a relationship naturally fades away, and that it's just a part of growing old together. They think that passion is something reserved for the young, and that older couples are content with companionship alone. Like once you've been together for a while, the spark just fizzles out and that's that. They imagine that the excitement and thrill of being close to someone diminishes over time, leaving behind a routine that lacks the fire it once had. This belief can lead to a sense of resignation, where couples accept a less passionate relationship as an inevitable outcome of aging. Well, let me tell you, that's a load of baloney. The truth is, intimacy and passion can thrive at any age. It's not about the number of years you've been together, but about the effort and love you put into maintaining that connection. Couples who prioritize their relationship and make time for each other can keep the flame burning bright, no matter how long they've been together. Intimacy is the glue that holds a relationship together. It's about connection, about feeling close to your partner in a way that goes beyond words. It's about those little moments of tenderness and affection that remind you why you fell in love in the first place. It's about making each other feel valued and cherished even after many years together. It's about feeling loved and desired, knowing that your partner still finds you attractive and wants to be close to you. This feeling of being wanted and appreciated is crucial for maintaining a healthy and happy relationship. It boosts your self-esteem and strengthens the bond between you and your partner. It's about keeping that spark alive. This means making an effort to do things together that you both enjoy, whether it's going on a date, taking a walk, or simply spending quality time at home. It's about finding new ways to connect and keeping the romance alive, even in the smallest of gestures. And that doesn't have an expiration date, folks. It takes work, it takes communication, but it's worth it. Open and honest communication is key to understanding each other's needs and desires. By talking openly about your feelings and being willing to listen, you can navigate the challenges that come with a long-term relationship and keep the intimacy alive. So, don't buy into the myth that long-term love means the end of passion. With effort and dedication, you can keep the love and intimacy strong for a lifetime. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more informative content. And remember folks, age is just a number. Don't let anyone tell you how you should or shouldn't feel about intimacy. Keep talking, keep exploring, and keep the spark alive. See you next time.